I was getting ready for work and I was just preparing my food, and I kept getting this saying in my mind, put the scale away. So this maybe is a message for you, because I do not use scales for my food, nor do I use a weight scale ever. Because it doesn't determine how I feel. And this is actually one of the biggest arguments that me and my sister have gotten into, because we've, kind of been on like a little health journey in our separate ways. But like years ago, we've got into a very heated argument several times about counting calories and counting macros. And I've always been more interested in thermal regulation, like temperature and the mitochondria, and how different foods metabolize differently, right? Our heat expenditure is different, right, based on our stress. And you can either, you could expend a lot of heat, or you can get into like a meditation practice, right, and slow it down. Like if you eat more protein, you're going to expend more heat. So I've always just been like, numbers don't really matter to me. It matters more or less like what I feel. The same thing in the gym. I never lifted, like the weight is not determining how strong I am. I'm lifting this weight to get a certain stimulus from the muscle, to see how I'm feeling under the weight. Now, I might get a short night of sleep, and that might make the weight be perceived as heavier. I might be the week before my cycle, and that weight is going to seem heavier as well. So it's just like there's so many contexts to it. And me and my sister, I love my sister to death. But we, like, literally, I remember years ago, like, screaming at the top of our lungs about counting calories and counting macros. And, my sister wanted me to count the macros. And I've just always been so stubborn. I'm like, this is not gonna be, helpful for me. And not to say that it's not helpful for other people. It's like, if you're starting your journey and you have no idea how much you should be eating, or like what it feels like to feel full when you're eating stuff, like I think it's very helpful just for me. And my journey, I've just never been a numbers person, even though I know numbers rule the entire universe and all the chemistry and everything. But yeah, so put your scale away if that's relevant to you. And go by what you feel. Like, you don't need to stand on that scale every single day. The reason I put the scale away when I was in college was because I kept getting on the scale, and it was like determining my mood. Like, oh, I lost 2 pounds. Like, I'm doing so great. Like, give yourself within a 10-pound scale. Like 5 pounds under, 5 pounds up is like nothing. Nobody notices if you've lost 5 pounds or if you've gained 5 pounds. It's all in your mentality. And so when I put the scale away, and I was just like, I'm just gonna do what I know. Like, I'm just gonna wake up and I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna move my body. I'm just going to know that I'm going in the good direction that I'm going in. Like, my whole journey changed in a big way. So maybe this is relevant for you. But yeah, I'll leave it here. Today's gonna be a beautiful day. I can feel it. And I hope that you also have a beautiful day too. So, catch you next time.